Hello, so welcome back or welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a starter home that I actually built for 3 Sims. So from the amount of money you can see I started off being like, oh, I'm going to make it for like 1 or 2 Sims. And then I was like, nah, I wanna increase the budget a bit. So I actually made it so that you could sleep 3 Sims here. It's like a couple and like a child. It's basically like a couple and a guest room. And I tried to use the new paranormal stuff. So it's kind of like, the best way I can describe it is that I designed it to be like your kind of like normal house that you've bought. Like it doesn't really have a set style, and obviously it's like a starter home, so it fits within the budget. And then at the back there's actually like a little room that I like to think maybe was meant to be for like an office, or maybe like, I don't know, like a big bathroom or something. And then they've kind of turned it into this like little seance room, so I like to think that maybe, I don't know, there was like a couple there, maybe like the husband died or something and she's like trying to contact him, like I don't know, something weird, but like yeah. So that little room at the back is going to be where I put the seance table, so you can see I was checking that it actually fitted in that room. So I ideally would have liked to have 2 full bathrooms, so the downstairs one is just literally a sink and a toilet, and then the upstairs one had a shower. I wanted to add like a bath, but you can't really afford it with the budget. So yeah, I didn't actually go for the like kind of New Orleans style that I see a lot of people building paranormal stuff with. I definitely think that the New Orleans style is quite difficult to pull off in a starter home. Like I've tried it and like it's really difficult, because obviously you have to have like a lot of columns, a lot of like decorative things, which cost like a fairly decent amount of money. So yeah. So for this particular house, I kept it like pretty basic, like kind of like it's been a build that's been there for a while, it's been tidied up, put on the market, someone's bought it, and you know, there's not like a set style. So yeah, I added like a little chimney on the side, which I know might be like a waste of money, but I think it definitely just added some decorative like features to the outside, because the outside otherwise literally has like a tree like some terrain paint, that's it. So yeah, making that look a bit more decorative. Again, that 8 simoleons for literally 2 floor pieces was probably a waste of money, but I mean, realistically, all that would have been is like towards like a plant or something, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, use the seasons windows. I think if you want to build like starter homes, like the seasons windows are like the cheapest ones you can get, and they've got a couple of different colours actually, so you can kind of get a couple of different styles out them, which is nice. Yeah, just putting some windows in. Yeah, I used the door actually for what's it from, like Nifty Knitting. Really nice pack actually. I mean, I don't really use that many of the items obviously, but like in this house you'll see I use a few. I don't own all the packs actually. I don't really know why I bought Nifty Knitting. I think it was on offer and I was like, oh, might as well. But yeah, it's quite a cute pack though with the stuff that comes with it. I definitely think paranormal stuff though is like the best stuff pack, although kind of disappointing because I feel like it should have been a game pack and we should have had more content for it. Like, I don't know, I feel like the furniture, I would have liked to have seen more of that kind of like boho style, would have been so nice, because otherwise I feel like a lot of the furniture in The Sims is either like uber modern or like uber kind of like classical. So yeah, putting some floors in. I don't know how many packs I used in this build actually, to be fair. I think I kept it pretty small, I want to say. There might be the odd plant or something from like another pack, but you could easily just take that out and replace it with like a base game one. So yeah, the floor plan of this house wasn't too hard. Like the downstairs was pretty obvious, like the floor plan, but the upstairs was quite hard because I wanted to, like I said, get like 2 bedrooms in and a bathroom, because I didn't just want the only bathroom to be downstairs. Yeah, I don't think there's any mirrors in the bathrooms. There might be a small one in the upstairs one, but yeah, I kind of like prioritize making it look nicer rather than necessarily having like every functional thing. So yeah, I tried to put the bed in from, where is that from? It's the Eco Lifestyle one, the really like dirty one that's only 25 simoleons, but I was like, nah, that's kind of cheating, so I decided against it. And I went through a couple of different styles for the bedrooms, because obviously I wanted to use paranormal stuff, and I kind of thought about having like a pink accent wall at the back, which I did for a little while, but I changed it because I was like, I mean, realistically, like, I feel like if it was like an older couple living there, I don't think they'd go for a pink wall. I don't know. So yeah, changed it all up a bit. Luckily some of the dressers are actually reasonably cheap, so you can actually get a dresser in a bedroom, which is nice. And yeah, downstairs again, paranormal stuff, like it's actually more expensive. It's not really like starter home material. So like these curtains alone were like 200 simoleons or something really expensive, and the wallpaper itself is like 8 simoleons a panel, whereas like the other one, which is the Parenthood one that I'm using like all around, like with the black board, it's like 2 simoleons, I want to say. So paranormal stuff is definitely not very easy to make a full starter home out of, which is why I end up expanding it to 3 Sims, like pretending 3 Sims lived here, because otherwise like you just couldn't afford it. So I actually think the more Sims you have, the more like decorative you can actually make a house, because like I feel like the budget, like 2,000 simoleons a sim, means that you can have like a bed, which is all they technically need, and then like decorative pieces can go for the rest of that budget. So yeah, put like a little dining table in there, because I had originally planned to have like it be a bit more open, but then I think realistically for this sort of house you wouldn't have it like completely open floor plan. So changed it around. Yeah, I ended up using cheaper counters I think in the end, because I kind of started off using these ones which are more expensive, which I think definitely fits more with like paranormal, but then I wanted more decorative stuff because you'll see the budget start to go really low. And yeah, I wanted to have like an easel and stuff, because I think when you make like a Sims house, if you're going to actually use it, you know, you can't just have like no skill building stuff in it. Like in a real house as well, like you would probably have like, I don't know, like a TV or like some book or like something to do. Like you wouldn't just have like beds and stuff. So yeah, I ended up changing the color scheme again, I think from like this black color to, yeah, like whites, I think in the end. I really struggled to find a bed actually. Like I feel like the problem with a lot of the Sims bed is like the bed frame will be really nice, but then the like colour of the bed is like really gross. It's really annoying. Like I'm surprised they haven't made it like mix and match yet. I know there's a lot of like custom content you can get that you can do that, but in the Sims they haven't, you know, added that yet. So yeah, I ended up moving the lounge around a bit because I wanted to use obviously like most of the paranormal stuff, but I didn't want it to make it like obviously like all paranormal, like New Orleans, like boho. And like to include like more stuff, I ended up like removing stuff. Like I had 2 chairs originally, I think I deleted one, and yeah, used cheap one. I said I didn't use many packs, I actually think I did. I lied. I feel like when you spend so much money on packs, because they are very expensive, you have to, you know, I actually use them. I think there's a couple I haven't used, like Jungle Adventure I don't really use. I probably should use that more, because I did actually really enjoy that pack when I first got it. And like same for Island Living actually, like I've really gotten back into Island Living. I saw like, it's really old now, but like Lil Simsy did like a let's play thing of like spin the wheel, but it was like all set in is it Sulani? I think I want to say it's Sulani. Yeah, all set there, and it was actually really good, and it really got me back into it and like wanting to build there. So yeah, I actually really like this bedroom for like the kind of style. It's not necessarily my kind of style, but like the like boho stuff I love. And yeah, this bedroom I like the idea that maybe it's a spare room. Like maybe you did have 3 Sims living here when you first built this house, and then maybe you move one out or something, like I don't know, something like that. But it is still functional, obviously. Yeah, those like hanging plants are really cheap. I'm actually really happy that those plants are so cheap. They're like 50 simoleons, which is quite a nice change, because usually plants that come with packs are like 200-300. I think I added a couple of decorative pieces that I then deleted, and I was like, wow, okay, I was paying like 200 simoleons for like a plant or something stupid. So yeah, I think with starter homes there's a lot of shuffling around. Like once you've got all the basics in, you try and decorate it, and you try and, you know, like remove certain things to get a bit more money here and there. Like in the end I ended up shuffling some stuff around because I was like, I kind of should have some landscaping, and for this one I tried not to use debug, because when I build starter homes usually I landscape, I use debug, and I know like a lot of people don't like using debug landscaping, so I tried to, yeah, like delete some stuff. Yeah, different kitchen counters. I use Parenthood again, but I feel like I use Parenthood for the wallpaper, so I guess it's really mad that they use the Parenthood counters. They're actually some of the best counters in the game. Like I could have used the like super cheap counters and then had like, I don't know, maybe some more plants or something, but I kind of don't see the point. I think I actually, to save money, ended up deleting some of the walls to like make like a more open space. As you'll see, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think it actually looks better being a bit more open, because I think before it was a bit like, I know it would be closed off realistically, but like I think it looked a bit too closed off. Yeah, so I think I tried a cheaper bed, and the cheapest bed, which was the Eco Lifestyle one, didn't actually fit in the room, which was really annoying. Otherwise I would have swapped it to that one. Yeah, because the single beds actually weirdly are like more expensive than some of the doubles, which is a bit weird. And yeah, there's just like a lot of finessing when you make a star home, which is quite annoying, but in order to like get the right amount of simoleons you kind of have to do that. Yeah, so shuffling some things around. Also the paranormal stuff is really cool, like the actual wallpaper with it. Like I feel like although it looks like old-fashioned, you could actually do like a reasonably modern home and have like that paranormal wallpaper as like an accent wall. I feel like that'd be really cool, especially in the like greens and the like burgundies and the reds, to add like a pop of colour. And yeah, I use some nifty knitting rugs, which I guess is kind of cheating because you have to use show hidden objects to get them. But they're literally 0 simoleons, so I mean, you know, like why not? Otherwise you can't really afford rugs, because rugs are kind of expensive in this game. Unless you use that one that came with Snowy Escape, the fluffy one, that's literally like 20 simoleons. I want to say I got rid of, oh no, I actually went for that fireplace in the end, I think. The So university? Yeah. I probably shouldn't use that fireplace because I think that's like the only item from university. So realistically, like if you downloaded this, you could just like swap it for a cheaper one. Yeah, I really struggled with these paintings. I love them from Paranormal Stuff, but I didn't realize how awkward they would be because that like final frame one that like doesn't quite fit, so you have to like kind of wrap it around the fireplace. Yeah, I think I changed what was on the wall because I wanted to keep it like as cheap as possible and like swap things out, and I was just seeing how I could decorate the space more but for like less money. So yeah, I went through like a lot of stuff looking through like the catalogue, because I always forget when I do starter homes as well about that, like the little like I don't really know how you describe it, like the little sunshine bit where it's like not a painting but it's like something for the wall. Like when I build normal homes I obviously like use that, but like in terms of starter homes I don't really ever look at that. I kind of just go for like plants, paintings, and then whatever else I can afford. And yeah, if you have show hidden objects on as well, if you are looking for like hanging plants that aren't paranormal, you can get them from Nifty Knitting. Like they're the ones your Sims knit, but you can unlock them with the show hidden objects cheat, which I don't use all the time, but I do use quite a lot because you actually unlock a lot more items with it. And yeah, like it actually took me so long for the amount of items and stuff that are in this build. This build took me so long because it's so hard to make a starter home look more full. Yeah, so you see I was trying to change the wallpaper, like a bit more colour, move the lamp back to the exact same place it was before, move the plant back. Yeah, I ideally wanted to add like a little table next to that like chair, but you just can't, like especially the paranormal ones are like really expensive. So yeah, I made this room look a bit more full by overlaying some of the free rugs from Nifty Knitting, the ones that your Sims can knit, which I think is really cool. Like I think it looked alright in there actually, it didn't look too weird. So yeah, here's the tour. So a little kitchen. I think the kitchen actually turned out really nice for the amount of money. I mean, I would have liked to have had some slightly better like cabinets, but yeah, again, would have liked a mirror in there, but I didn't have the money for it. I think it looks better to maybe have like the lounge area look a bit more full, even though there really isn't that many items in there, and maybe the bedrooms as opposed to the bathrooms, because realistically they're not that important. So this is just a little guest room, a little desk. Couldn't afford a computer, but I kind of figured for if this would be like an older couple living there, they might not have a computer. Little shower, yeah, again, like no curtains or blinds, so I mean Sims don't care about privacy, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this was probably one of my favourite rooms. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this build. I definitely want to do more with paranormal stuff, and yeah, speak to you soon. Bye.